We're joined by Christine Brennan, USA Today columnist and ABC News contributor. Christine, we got a party going. Let's start with the celebration for the U.S. men's national team. How big of a deal is this to advance to the knockout round of the World Cup?
Linsey, this is a very big deal. It's been 8 years since the U.S. men have been in the World Cup, and they have made the round of 16. And in fact, to win in the round of 16, to make the quarterfinals, that hasn't happened in 20 years, since 2002. If the U.S. men were to beat Netherlands, that they would then be able to achieve that goal. But right now, the celebration is all about this incredible match against Iran, being able to hold on, a war of attrition, so tight. You could feel the nation exhale, that collective breath you felt at the moment that the game was over. And of course, the incredible story. I've covered a lot of sports, as you know, over the years, and Christian Pulisic scoring that goal, the 1-0 win, obviously absolutely essential. The U.S. could not tie. They had to win. And then, of course, having to leave the game, injuring himself as he just went headlong, devil-may-care attitude, anything for the team, every last ounce of energy on the field, ends up with an abdominal injury, tried to play, left at halftime, now is in the hospital. That's the latest report. He says, he put on social media, he was so proud of his team, and he said, I'll see you Saturday. But we don't know. We don't know how bad his injury is. Just the drama, Linsey. I mean, this is the kind of stuff people write novels about, but in this case, it's all true.
And as you say, you use the word drama, right? Because we're talking about even just in his health, but on a global scale, really, because you have the Iranian players who stood in silence during the national anthem before their opening match against England in apparent solidarity with anti-government protesters. This reportedly earned them a warning and threats to their families. Today, most, if not all, could be seen singing. Could there be consequences now that they're heading home from Qatar?
Linsey, there sure could. And I think everyone's thoughts and hearts go out to those players, because they did protest. They did do something that could be, well, it was very courageous and could, as the reporting has been now, bring grave consequences to them and their families when they get home. And they are headed home now because they did not move on as the U.S. beat them. And absolutely, I think, this is a very scary time for them, the Iranian men's team. This is something that I think everyone should be concerned about. And as the U.S. soccer, of course, did not put the Islamic Republic emblem on the flag for a period of time for the social media post that got so much attention. But the bottom line, and there it is, of course, you can see it, the bottom line is that means the U.S. soccer, the U.S. men's national team was standing in solidarity with the Iranian players and the Iranian protesters and women of Iran. And so even as the U.S. beat Iran and sent them home, I am sure that the U.S. men's national team and everyone in U.S. soccer is very concerned about their well-being, because they stood on the same side as them in terms of supporting the protests, supporting their nation.
And to that point, just to piggyback on that, I mean, talk to us about the U.S. team's willingness to kind of get into that controversy and speak up about that.
This is in their DNA, Linsey. This is a team of Title IX males. By that I mean raised in the era of Title IX, supporting their sisters. They were raised very differently than their dads or their grandfathers. These are young men who do not shy away from societal issues. The U.S. men's national team, U.S. soccer, having the Rainbow Shield for LGBTQ rights, not on their uniforms, but using that in the team hotel and at other team activities, social activities, etc. This is also the team, of course, a few months ago was a very big story when the U.S. women's national team, which of course is so successful, so popular, wins World Cup, wins Olympic gold medals, then when they got equal pay, finally, from U.S. soccer. Well, you know how that happened? It was these men, most of these same players, saying, we want to give up some of the money we get to make sure that the women get equal pay. That's what these guys are. It's a very different, much more focused socially.
Which is equally as important in some respects. And of course, now they've moved on to the knockout round. Do you think that this U.S. team is capable of making a run deep into the tournament, possibly even winning it?
They're going to need Pulisic back. They're going to need to be healthy, and they're going to need a little luck. I know they're going to have to score a little bit more than they have so far. Netherlands is tough, 8th ranked in the world, and then it could be Argentina Argentina in the next round.
And let's see if they can beat Argentina. I know when Saudi Arabia beat them, they were able to get those Rolls-Royce Phantoms from the prince in Saudi Arabia. We'll see what kind of reward America can get. Christine, always great to talk with you. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, Linsey. Take care.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.